Do You Know Me with Brian Baumgartner. Question number 1. Has Brian ever crowd surfed? Oh, crowd surfed, like at a concert. I was like, I don't even know what that is. Has Brian ever crowd surfed?
I know what crowd surfing is.
No.
No. He was in a wheelchair, and then he had like his broken leg,
Most
and then he like
people
moved on
haven't.
to like the arts, and then like I'm guessing no.
Hell yeah. I think he has.
All right.
I'm going to go with no.
No.
Yeah, no, I've never crowd surfed. No.
I would
Crowd
like.
surfed.
I don't trust people
Yeah,
enough.
no, I've not crowd surfed. I apologize. I feel like there's no anecdotal story. If I haven't done it,
No. Yeah.
I can't
So then
even.
we just move on.
Yeah, that's okay.
I do like a good crowd, and I will tell you that if you listen to the Creed Bratton interview, you will know the story. He did a lot back before the pandemic, when other bad things were happening in the world. There were wildfires in Australia. I don't know if you guys even remember this.
That was
Wildfire-
right before the pandemic.
right before the pandemic, and Creed Bratton was supposed to be doing a series of shows. I'm interrupting your game.
No.
But a series of shows across Australia got canceled. He decided to hold a benefit for the people of Australia for the thing. We do a concert. This is like a week before the world shuts down. I mean, like at the most 2, at the Roxy, Sunset Boulevard. There were more people jammed into that place than maybe ever. I mean, it was one of those things where you walk in and it's just hot air, people, breath.
The Roxy gets like that a
sweat.
lot, though.
Yes.
It's like par for the course.
And I was like, of course, when it happened like 2 weeks later, I was like, this was the super spreader event to end all super spreader events. Yet we didn't. All right, go ahead.
That's
But
okay.
I did not crowd surf. I thought about it that night. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Does Brian believe in any conspiracy theories?
Any, meaning like anything from aliens
I
to
don't-
government.
But
to
like he has to like not like, oh yeah, maybe, but like a true believer and at least one. Like we could do a whole
Like
podcast
Area
on a
51.
conspiracy theory if he believed.
See him Area 51ing it, maybe.
I'm gonna say no. I think you'd probably be like me, where it's just like I'm sure there's things out there that we think to be true that are not, but isn't like there's no one specific conspiracy theory that you will, want to do a
Die
podcast
by.
about. Yeah, die by.
I feel like he enjoys reading about them, but yeah, there's not like one that he would stake a claim. I don't know.
I hope there's one.
I think there's at least one that you really would go for.
She doesn't know me at all. She's like 0 for 2. This is terrible. You're 0 for 2. Everyone else is right. I guess I'm transparent. No, I really don't. I think kind of like what you said. I can't remember what you said.
You want to like to read
that I
them.
You
read about
enjoy
it?
reading them, yeah.
Oh no, I guess that's not exactly true. What I think is, which to me is just logic. I don't know that the number of people that would have to keep this secret in order to make it a conspiracy is not possible in human nature.
I agree with you, especially with the internet these days. This is
Well,
like,
yeah.
Question number 3: Can Brian name all 5 Spice Girls?
Like their names or their nickname? Like
No,
I
the nicknames.
say
Not
no. I
their
bet he
real
could do
names.
3. I bet he can do 3.
I believe in you. I think you can.
It'd be like a Kevin moment where you say no, and all of a sudden he just drops them all.
I'm gonna go with 3. You can name 3. I like
Yeah. I think he could do 3.
No.
No, I can't do them. I can't.
You
do them.
can't do any Spice Girls.
I could do 3. I'm panicking a little bit. And see, now the next question, I'm not going to look in his eyes because I'm sure when he asked that question, he was looking at me and so quickly said, I was like, oh, he totally saw in my eyes that I can't do it.
That's kind of.
I was like, the Spice Girls. Well, there's, that's the problem is like there's, Beckham.
Posh Spice.
Posh Spice, yeah, obviously.
What's the little one?
Scary Spice.
Scary Spice, yeah.
Ginger Spice.
Ginger Spice.
Baby
Spice.
Spice.
Sporty Spice.
Yeah,
Sporty
Spice.
Spice.
Sporty
Sporty
Spice.
Spice.
Sporty Spice. Gremlin Spice. Yeah, all of them.
Gremlin Spice.
I did panic. I could have gotten those.
Here's a chance to redeem yourself.
Okay.
Does Brian know who Billie Eilish is?
Eilish?
Eilish? I don't.
Does
apparently.
Nick know who?
Does Nick know who Billie Eilish is?
I read it. I don't know how to read. It wasn't one of the best concerts I've ever been to. Sorry, I gave it away. Do you know who Billie Eilish is?
I'm not looking at you because I think you would know in my eyes. That's why I'm covering my eyes.
Yes, she's.
Let's say yes. She's everywhere.
yes.
Yeah. I'll say yeah.
Brian doesn't live
Yeah,
on
I'm
a
in
rock.
one of her songs, you guys.
You are?
Oh, that's right, because she's obsessed with The Office. Because I remember Angela.
Dun dun.
She loves
Dun,
Angela.
da, 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 dun.
Yeah.
No, she loves me more than Angela. Are you kidding? I interviewed her for the podcast. No, she'll be coming up in an upcoming episode. My
awesome.
strange addiction is related to her strange addiction is her obsession with The Office.
Did you know
Yeah.
that? Is that why you picked the question, or is that just dumb luck?
Dumb luck.
Oh, there you go.
I should have remembered that.
Billie Eilish. Let's edit that in there.
Eilish.
Eilish. I was just reading it. One of the best concerts I've ever been to.
See, this is why I'm covering my face because I don't.
All right.
Actually, no, I can deadpan it. Go ahead.
Last question. This is the last question. Has Brian ever had a fake ID?
Yes. Traveling into these what were they doing? Cherubing into
What is this, like,
Chicago? You do a fake ID for that.
Yeah. No, that's a straight face.
I think you fear authority too much, or you feared.
Yeah, that's the question.
authority.
Was he a rule follower as a kid?
Okay, I wouldn't think that cherubs would be drinking, but he literally said, he was like, you're given like freedom when you shouldn't have
He
freedom. That was ominous.
he elected to cut his leg in half.
Yeah.
This guy's a risk taker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are horrible. You are horrible.
Poor Amanda.
Yes, I had multiple, but I didn't drink in high school. But once we
College,
got to
yeah.
college, yes. Yes, I did. All right, let me see the other ones. I'm going to do them really
right.
quick. What are they? Are they embarrassing things on here? Have I ever been sent to the principal's office?
Yes.
No, I feel like you got away with it.
You hit
I feel
someone
like
with
you
your
swore in
walker
class and got in trouble.
and you got in trouble.
I don't think I ever was sent to the principal's office. No. So now you're making a comeback.
Yeah. This is Super Bowl. This is.
Have I
Patriots,
ever looked
Falcons.
inside my friend's medicine cabinet?
No.
I think you've peaked.
Doesn't everyone?
Yeah, I mean, everyone peaks, right? Everyone peaks.
I thought I held you in higher regard than that.
Do I have a creative name for their Wi-Fi? Does that mean like the?
Oh, like they give you
Like a pun or
Spectrum
something.
915, but you changed it to like Kev's
Oh.
Palace.
Oh, a
Kev's Palace.
Or like the best one
creative name. Okay.
like at the airport, I once saw "Man's Not Hotspot."
Okay. All right. That would be a creative name.
So I'm gonna say no.
By the
since
way,
you didn't know
I've
what that
taken over
was.
this podcast. Is this a problem? Literally, I've taken over. They've stopped recording.
Anarchy.
Go ahead.
Based on the fact that you were confused, I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah, no.
Well, this is a creative name for their Wi-Fi. I didn't know.
So maybe you have like my Wi-Fi. Would we call it creative?
It's Kev's Palace.
Do I have any magazine subscriptions?
Currently, or have you ever?
Like Golf USA or something.
Have any magazine?
It's called Golf Digest.
That
first
one.
Of all.
Not anymore. No, you don't. No. Does anyone? You have to be a collector.
You say no. Is anybody else?
I think you subscribe to the New Yorker.
I said Golf USA or whatever, something like that.
Amanda's trying to get real specific.
She's
You-
getting
you?
close. It's
This
not,
is Super Bowl 51.
It is not.
Patriots are making a comeback
No,
third quarter.
Sports
no. I mean,
Illustrated.
she's really been perfect. It's not the New Yorker, but it's Vanity Fair. I like reading Vanity Fair in my hand on the airplanes, and so I was finally like, why am I spending $92 in every airport, whatever they call it,
Hudson News.
Hudson News? So I got a subscription.
We didn't even talk about Cameo.
Guys, we got a ton of business. Thank you so much for joining me this week on the Viall Files. I will be here now, starting next week, every week, asking these questions. Ever had a crazy roommate? Have I ever had a crazy roommate?
You've had a roommate you didn't like.
Now, see, do you see how he does this? I tried to answer. He's like, define crazy. I don't know. I'm reading the question that's right here. Have ever had a crazy roommate?
Yes, and you didn't like a roommate, and you said they were crazy.
I would just go with yes, because if he was traveling that much for theater, he's got to have like random hotel roommates every freaking night. There's got to be some crazy people in theater.
I don't think this is right, but I want to say that you were the crazy roommate.
Oh, God. You know what? She was making a comeback, and now we're done. Now we're done with her. Now we're done. No, and by the way, when you don't bunk up with strangers when you do
College?
theater.
Oh, was
what
there-
in the hell? What was that?
When you're on like a
You don't-
bus tour, it's to a room.
Two to a room?
Yeah, you each have one of the queen
No.
beds.
Fuck no. No, I don't know. No. What is this?
I didn't know you were like the prince of theater. Like maybe you get your own, but
I feel like I did a great job
Yeah, I mean,
describing myself as the
did-
prince of theater.
I mean, maybe he was. He came to LA and it's like, I'm here to do one of the greatest shows of all time.
There you go.